Hey everybody, Gary here with Guitar Tricks, and in this video I'm excited to review the BBE Souund Green Screamer. So if you're not familiar with BBE Souund, they make G&L guitars. I'm playing a G&L guitar. I'm a big fan of G&L guitars. And so when I had an opportunity to get this pedal, I was very excited because I believe in their products. G&L is George and Leo, George Fullerton and Leo Fender, and that was Leo Fender's last company. So he started Fender, then Music Man Guitars, and then G&L. And he was with G&L until he died some years ago, and they still continue to make great guitars in his tradition. Before we get into it, please go ahead and click subscribe so that you get all of the latest and greatest content from Guitar Tricks. And if you want to be notified of any new lesson, be sure to also tap the bell and let us know in the comments what you're looking to see in future lessons. That's where we're always looking for ideas. All right, let's get into it. Simple pedal, we've got output, which is just volume, gain, which is going to give you how much overdrive, tone, which is going to give you more highs, more lows, and then we have the deep switch. So the deep switch controls how much mids and lows there are going to be in the tone. So you can get a kind of low to mid boost or a deeper low boost or just the stock setting. So we're going to see how that sounds as well. All right, let's get into it. So here's my clean sound. So what we're going to try first is gain in the middle, tone in the middle. I match the output to the volume and the deep switch in the middle. Nice. I mean, to me, very mid-rangey off the bat. It's not really a transparent overdrive, but it does give you that kind of mid boost, which will really give your sound a lot of presence. And now let's try with the deep switch on 1. See if there's any difference here. Yeah, that one definitely I feel a little bit more punch in the low end. Let's try the deep switch on 2. Definitely more low-end punch. I heard the speaker or some of the components in my amp start to rattle on the 2 where they didn't on the 0 or the 1. Let's go back to 0. Let's try the gain all the way to 0 and see what happens. So here's clean. And here's with the overdrive at 0. So just a tiny bit of dirt and definitely that kind of mid boost. But now let's try the tone all the way at high, all the way to the max. It's a little harsh all the way up, so let's maybe try split the difference, put it maybe at say 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So now. Okay, let's try the gain all the way to the max. Got a little bit of that single coil hum. Yeah. So, you know, on max, so at max output, it has some of that clarity, but also there's that creamy, sustaining overdrive sound. I really like it at max. I didn't like it at 0. I felt like it just made my tone less clear and sort of muddy, but didn't have that overdrive. I liked it in the middle. It gave it that cut, that mid-range boost, and a little more of that sustain. And then at full blast, it has that inspiring tube screamer tone that I like. So now I'm going to try deep all the way at 2 with that same full blast. So with this amp, this is a very bassy amp, so I feel like on this amp I don't really need the deep. I like it pretty much in the middle. at 0, because being this, this amp, even right now, I've got treble boost. I do have the bass kind of high, but you could use this as an additional EQ setting. So if you're playing in a situation where you want more lows and mids, you can do that with the deep switch. For my setup, right in the middle is great, but to have that additional equalization, is a really great thing. So I think this pedal definitely stays true to the Tube Screamer profile, which is not a transparent overdrive, right? It's going to give you more mid-range, perhaps more low range as well, almost make a single coil have the power of like a humbucker sometimes. So this, I kind of feel like it does that. Brings my thin single coils into thick, humbucker territory. And having this powerful tone knob, which really gives you additional highs, and then the ability to go from very mild to high gain is great. And then the additional deep switch for the lows and mids is also great. It also has a buffer, which you could turn on and off, so that's an additional feature. So personally, my only other Tube Screamer pedal is the Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini, and this one's definitely more versatile. I would prefer this over that one. In my opinion, it does what it sets out to do, which is to create that classic Tube Screamer sound with a couple additional features like the buffer and the deep switch. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're looking for a Tube Screamer type pedal, this is definitely one you might want to check out. If you want to learn more about playing guitar, head over to guitartricks.com. There's a library of high-quality song lessons. There's step-by-step courses on guitar fundamentals, blues, country, rock, and so much more. Happy playing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.